You wake up to the sound of your alarm, groggy, and already calculating how much caffeine it'll take to get through the day. Maybe you scroll through social media while eating a quick breakfast, seeing friends and influencers post about their amazing lives, new jobs, vacations, achievements, while you mentally prepare for another day of lectures, assignments, or a job that doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. The conflict between societal expectations and personal passions. Do you ever pause to ask yourself why you do what you do? Not in a fleeting, surface-level way, but with the depth that forces you to confront the core of your choices? Most of us, at some point, find ourselves following a script we didn't write, a script handed to us by society, one that equates success with financial stability, a structured career, and the promise of a secure future. Yet, for many, that script feels hollow, as though something essential, something uniquely you, is being left behind. We're told from a young age that the pathway to a good life is paved with predictable choices: the prestigious degree, the stable 9-to-5 job, the steady paycheck. These things are not inherently wrong. In fact, they're necessary for survival in today's world. But when survival becomes the ceiling rather than the floor, the question arises, are we truly living, or merely existing within the confines of societal conditioning? Youth and the misuse of energy. Youth is often misunderstood. We celebrate it in cliches, its vigor, its fearlessness, its boundless energy. Yet when it comes to channeling that energy, society offers limited outlets. Climb the corporate ladder, pay your bills, save for retirement. In essence, spend the most vibrant years of your life preparing for a future you may never truly enjoy. But youth is more than a phase of physical vitality. It's a mindset, a creative spark, a yearning to express the self. Whether through painting, writing, teaching, building, or exploring, youth finds its truest expression in creation. Yet, how many of us sacrifice this innate creativity to fit into a system that measures success by titles, salaries, and possessions? How many trade passion for predictability only to look back years later, wondering where all that vibrant energy went? The pursuit of passion versus material success. Here lies the crux of the dilemma. Do we chase our passions or pursue material success? Society often frames these as opposing forces, but perhaps they don't have to be. The real question is not whether you should pursue your passion. It's whether you can live with the consequences of not doing so. Will you, at 40 or 50, feel fulfilled if you've spent decades suppressing what you love in favor of what's expected? That answer is deeply personal. For some, the joy of creative expression outweighs financial rewards. For others, financial security brings peace that allows their passions to flourish as hobbies. Neither choice is wrong, but both demand honesty. Are you chasing money for its own sake, or because it aligns with what truly drives you? Are you avoiding your passion because it's inconvenient, or because it's truly not your path? It's important to acknowledge the realities here. Not every passion will pay the bills. Some pursuits may remain personal joys rather than lucrative careers, but that doesn't make them any less vital to your fulfillment. Self-expression, even when not monetized, nurtures the soul in ways no paycheck ever can. Realism meets idealism. This is not a call to recklessly abandon financial ambitions. Money, like it or not, is essential. For some, building wealth is itself a passion, a means of creating opportunities for family, travel, or philanthropy. And if financial success is your chosen path, pursue it with intention. Don't settle for the generic treadmill of working to survive. Strategize, innovate, and align your ambition with your deeper values. On the other hand, if your heart lies elsewhere, in music, art, teaching, or a cause larger than yourself, understand the trade-offs and plan accordingly. Passion does not mean throwing caution to the wind. It means mindfully choosing a path that resonates with your inner purpose. The call for self-reflection. The heart of this conflict lies in self-reflection. Ask yourself the hard questions. Why am I doing this? Is it out of genuine interest or societal compulsion? Am I sacrificing too much of myself for an ideal that doesn't truly fulfill me? These questions aren't easy, and the answers may not come immediately, but they are essential for living a life that feels authentic. Fulfillment is not one size fits all. For some, it's financial stability. For others, it's creative freedom. The key is to make choices intentionally rather than sleepwalking through a life shaped by external expectations. Philosophical foundations, Existentialism and Dharma. This discourse isn't new. Philosophers and spiritual thinkers have grappled with these questions for centuries. Existentialists like Sartre and Nietzsche remind us that meaning isn't handed to us. We must create it ourselves. Similarly, the Bhagavad Gita speaks of aligning one's actions with one's swadharma, the unique path that reflects our inner truth. Both perspectives emphasize agency, the power to define your life, rather than being defined by others. A balanced perspective. Ultimately, this is not about rejecting societal norms or glorifying passion as the only path to happiness. It's about balance. It's about recognizing that societal structures, while flawed, can provide stability, and that passion, while fulfilling, often requires careful planning. The challenge is to harmonize these forces, not to live entirely for yourself or entirely for others, but to find a way to honor both your responsibilities and your dreams. So, as you move forward, consider this. Perhaps the goal isn't to choose one path over the other, but to redefine success on your own terms. Success might mean integrating a steady career with small, consistent acts of self-expression. It might mean sacrificing stability for a chance at something bold. Or it might mean finding peace in a life that balances practicality with moments of joy and meaning. The truth is, there's no universal answer, no perfect formula for fulfillment. But if you're willing to reflect, to question, and to take even small steps toward the life that feels right for you, you're already on the path. Whether you prioritize financial stability, creative freedom, or a mix of both, what matters most is that the life you're building feels like your own, and that when you look back, it's not with regret, but with a quiet, knowing pride that you live deliberately and authentically.